Hello everyone, LRon here with part 88 of my total Terraria world annihilation. So, at some point, somewhat recently, someone on some form of social media contacted me um, with some pretty amusing accusations. They claimed that they cracked a cipher uh, in the videos that I make um, with some elaborate indexing methodologies. Basically, they took all of the ums and that I do, since I a lot apparently, um, and somehow found what they believed to be a logical connection, like the frequency of them. So not like the pitch frequency, but the count of occurrences and their relative positioning within the videos, and then somehow translated all of that into positionings of other words that I said at various points of various videos, essentially trying to come up with some logical hidden message or something like that. And it was pretty interesting because he was actually able to show all of the logical referencing and cross-referencing, and it essentially ended up translating to a butchered Chinese proverb, kind of the sorts that like Otacon would do in the prologue of Metal Gear Solid 2. That style of deal, where Mei Ling has the proper proverbs, and then Otacon essentially butchers them to death. Although it was probably some step in between Otacon and the kosher ones. So I found it amusing that they were able to come up with such an elaborate scheme um, to basically find meaning and associate seemingly random uh, occurrences in a logical manner that somehow unlocks hidden truths. Now, of course, statistically speaking, um, if you have a big enough sample size of text or recording in this case, you could probably come up with any form of benchmark or um, calibration tool or whatever you want to call it, and basically with infinite monkeys and infinite time come up with some form of pattern that would magically end up working out randomly. I mean, the odds of what I just described having a large enough body of text arbitrarily having some form of connection that will randomly luck out and have meaning is technically far greater than the probability of having lazy old me actually sit down and script everything that I've said to splice in at just the right amount per video at just the opportune moments to make the planets essentially align and make some message known to keen ears. So now that we've got the statistics and probability aside, I'm not going to actively deny doing that, but if you want to look at the numbers, it's extremely improbable that I would. I mean, technically speaking, it would be foolish to actively denounce it, because if it sounds like it was something that happened, then I would be deterring people from going back and watching the videos again. Which I guess doesn't actually mean anything for me, since I don't host ads on these videos, so there's no profit in these view numbers going up. But then again, if I really did go through and do the effort of all of this, I would probably want to downplay its existence and discredit it without actively claiming it as 100% impossible, because that would make me a liar. Because what's the point of secret messages if their existence is not secret, after all? So that leaves the million-dollar question. Did LRon actually make all of these secret messages? Or is he grasping at nothing, looking for a clever and entertaining way to filibust for an entire 10-minute video without making it seem like it's totally filibusting? These are the questions that should keep you up at night. In the end, you get to choose what you want to believe. I am not going to lean in either direction. I have weighed both sides equally for you and listed the facts and the possibilities. Although, being the curious man that I am, I will ask that if anyone does happen to follow the lead of that person and pursue such endeavors of attempting to decipher what may or may not actually be there, feel free to send both what you think the message is and the logical method that you used to derive such message. So basically, show your steps, show your work, and all that good stuff. Because, you know, regardless of the validity of these results, I still would find entertainment value in finding what others have come up with. Fun fact: if you listen to some of Obama's speeches backwards, you'll find out he's a devil worshipper. Well, enough psychological warfare for one cohort. I will see you next video.